Hi everyone, George here, and I wanted to give you a very quick update in the gallery of these two tanks. This is my Highline 400, looking really good at the moment. Some significant BBA though, which I'm going to address in another video. But really happy with the progress. Still need some more display fish, but yeah, we'll do a full update on that. Sadly, the tank that was escaped by Rose and Courtney has been completely neglected. A complete algae farm. Going to do a full rescape of this with one or two guests, so let me know in the comments below who would you like to see escape this with me or for me, and I'll film it just like we did with Courtney and Rose. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. But the main purpose of this video is to talk about my Malawi Cichlid Aquascape. This is the Awase Highline 300 room divider with low iron glass. It's got a lid, of course. And I'm just really happy with it. I did a rescape yesterday, in fact, because long story short, I had to take some fish out for Ty Streetman's book. As a consequence of that, I had to take all of the rocks out so I could catch the fish without, causing any dramas. So I rescaped it. I took all the wood out, and I've actually taken a load of the rocks out. There's actually only 12 or 13 rocks in here now. I probably took out about 10. So there's actually a lot more water because of course the rocks do displace the water. So there's more water volume, which is great. And actually the overall kind of practicality of the layout is a lot better, I think. We've got some really great areas here where the fish can hide out. There are some Cyanodantists in there, you can just see. Zoom in for you. I'll put some food in a second, and the Cyanodantists will come out a lot better. And yeah, it's just more of an open structure with the rock, so the fish, if they wish to, they can swim through the rock. You can see there's a gap through there, so they can. And actually, the water circulation is going to be better as well because the filter inlet, which is hidden in here, is free flowing. So overall, the maintenance is a lot easier on here. When I'm doing water changes, for instance, all I have to do is I siphon the water directly into the garden to feed the plants, and then, hello to the doggies, and then I siphon down to about 25% down here, straight into the garden. As that's siphoning out, I get my hand in there, give it a really good wave around, churning all of the detritus, all of the waste organics that are trapped in the substrate and in between the rocks. That all gets siphoned out as part of the water change, and then I actually pump it in directly from the garden tap, add some Fritz complete dechlorinator, and the water temperature isn't too different now because we're in the summer here in the UK, and the fish are quite comfortable with that little bit of water temperature difference. So the fish are in such great condition. Absolutely adore these. These are Chindongo Salusi. Most of them are fully mature now. His nails are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful fish. So these were kindly donated by a local UK breeder called Kev Lynch, and I'm friends with his son Scott Lynch, and they also supply me the food, which is Origin Nutrition, Aquatic Nutrition, and I also use the Awase Organics Cichlid Granulate. They absolutely love both the foods, which just show you they go crazy for it. So the good thing about the 300 Highline, in fact all the Highlines, they have a feeding slot here. See if I can do everything one-handed. Excuse if you can hear the background noise, it's the washing machine. My kitchen's just over there, you see. And you might be able to hear the birds. It's actually Jubilee weekend here. You can see the bunting there in the garden. So we've got a weekend of celebrations actually. But I just thought the house is like completely empty at the moment, which is a rare opportunity for me to do some filming without any distractions. So let's just feed these. There we go. Let's go crazy. Absolutely love the food, of course. But yeah, these fish, Chindongo saluzis, the males are in blue, the females are yellow. They have been breeding in here. There's probably 2 or 3 generations in here now. I think they're F1, so these are the original fish were first generation wild, so bred from wild stock. So yeah, beautiful specimens, as you can see. 300 litre aquarium, or about, what's that, 70 gallons, I think, something like that. Filtration is the Iwazo Biomaster 850. It's the biggest one they do, with a pre-filter there and built-in heater. There's actually 4 LED tubes, but I'm only running 1, and then we've got the heater and the filter power. Cabinet is sided here, and then there's a cabinet, because it's a room divider, of course, you've got a cabinet access the other side as well. Also have my glass cleaner here, which is just do this every day, and then you don't get any algae build up at all on the glass. You do get quite significant algae on the rocks, but what I do every sort of 4 weeks or so is just turn the rocks over, and then underneath the rock there's no algae, and then just repeat that process every few weeks, so you don't get so much of a build up. The fish actually do graze the rocks for algae as well. So, but yeah, just a really nice aquarium to live with. I think out of all the aquariums I've ever kept, this is my favourite in terms of just being a fish tank and just being a aquascape, an aquarium where you can really enjoy the fish. It's a pleasing composition, so it's still attractive to look at. It's relatively low maintenance with no plants to have to worry about looking after. These are the Cyanodantists that I mentioned. They're just a bit shy. Let's see if you can get around the other side. There we are. Zoom in. Should be able to see them in a second. There they are. Can you see them in the distance? Just scooting around. They're really cute. I just think they've got a really pleasing swimming pattern. A nice contrast to the Malawi cichlids. So, interesting fact, last week I was photographing with Ty Streetman, who's writing the Aquatic Habitats book, and I'm the main photographer for that. And we actually donated some of the fish for that. So it's going to be really great to see these fish featured in Ty's book. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And we'll be doing some more content with Ty, I'm sure, in the coming weeks and months for you to enjoy. Make sure you follow us actually on Instagram. I'm quite active on Instagram, usually posting daily activity, daily aquascaping and wellness activity on Instagram. That's George Farmer Studios. You can also follow Ty Streetman on Instagram. That's Biotopia Ty, I think, in fact. Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that quick update of my Iwazo Highline 300 room divider, home to my Chindongo saluzi, Malawi cichlids. Now it's time to take the dogs for a walk, meet my beautiful wife in my local village. Cheerio.